Straight to the finish.
Oh my God!
We talked to Razak earlier. We actually saw you guys kind of run into each other right outside the meeting room. We got a little bit worried for a second. It seemed like it was pleasant there. I guess what you think of that interaction? He can be a pretty intense dude sometimes, but it seemed like it was pretty pleasant.
Listen, no man's going to steamroll me. No man's going to walk over me. When I walked in, Joaquin Buckley was kind of hating on the B. Joe Pfeiffer thing, and I heard him running his mouth in the back. And, you know, he was respectful afterwards. But when I walked in, he was like, man, B. Joe Pfeiffer. And then Abdul was like, B. Joe Pfeiffer, who? He's like, fuck B. Joe Pfeiffer. And then he saw me, and then he put his hand out to shake my hand. So listen, I was cool with not shaking a hand, but he showed me respect. I gave him respect back. He doesn't have to like me. He doesn't have to respect me. But that man will feel me, and he will respect me in that cage. That's what matters. So out here, all I said is, yo, you say Buckley's a bitch. He said, yeah, he's a bitch. I said, why you shake his hand? And he's like, oh, because he's the past. You're the present. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, just understand. If I think somebody's a bitch, I'm not shaking your hand. And I mean, that's me. So I'll keep that intensity. What are you going to do, sleep me? I can bang, bro. I'm here. You know what I mean? That's why I'm fighting you, and I'll fight everybody. So, yeah, it just irritates me a little bit. You know what I mean? But we cool. I like him. He's just, you know, but like, here's the thing. I got respect for everybody in the UFC. You know what I mean? But I'm not afraid of nobody in the UFC. And the reason I say that is because I've been watching all these guys. You know what I mean? I knew I would be in this position. I like Abdul's team. You know, I like his coaches. I didn't like the fight necessarily because of his coaches, but you know what? He's not my friend. I like his coaches, but I don't like him.
What do you think about him just as a fighter? Like, he does have some impressive knockouts. He's had some maybe gas tank issues over the years. I mean, what do you think overall about what he presents to you?
I think that he will never be somebody that was ever good enough or will ever be good enough to challenge for the title. When you look at me, you have question marks, but you know there's potential to be a title challenger, if not a title holder. So I think that's the difference, right? I think I'm young, he's older. I think he's got big power, so do I. But I have speed, and I have cardio, and I have wrestling, and I have jiu-jitsu. You look at this man, he's a kickboxer, and he's a very dangerous kickboxer, you know what I mean? So, but I think he's very singular in his approach. I don't think he's going to be able, like, you got to look at the trend of time, right? I don't think he's going to be so diversified in this fight against me, somebody who's long, who uses their range well, who feints back, and I'm not intimidated, bro. Like, if this guy thinks he's going to walk me down and throw bombs, and they're all hooks, for that matter, you're going to get caught, motherfucker. You're going to get caught. I will catch you. And I got bigger power than this man. Let's not forget, he used to be at 170. That's where his knockouts were. So he's dangerous. He's a powerful man, and I respect him. I've trained my ass off because I respect him. I don't want to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you right now, it's this only man's chance is to knock me out. He has that ability. But as far as what I've seen, his 2 fights in middleweight, or 3 fights, or whatever it's been, I don't even know how many fights in middleweight, but his only clean knockout of middleweight was Alessio Di Curcio with a head kick, and that was 1 shot. And it was beautiful, you know? But it wasn't a crazy setup, and when he knocked out Ribeiro, he hit him with the same jab, right hand, jab, right hand, jab, right hand. Go back, watch the fight. He hit him with the same fucking combo 3 times in a row. I'm not going to be there for you to hit me 3 times in a row. This is a mixed martial arts fight. He was complaining that Buckley took him down. And Buckley's not a wrestler. So, he's good. He's not my level.
Joaquin, what do you think of Sean Strickland's title win?
I think it was dope, you know, the champ that we needed right now, you hear me? And, you know, Sean is definitely shaking up the game, you know, just with his personality alone. But it showed you as well, you know, it's all mental, you know, it's all mentality. Didn't nobody have Sean pick the win, obviously, you know, with Israel Adesanya being a very dominant, you know, middleweight champion. But Sean was like, fuck that, you know, went over there in Australia, had the mentality that he was like, hey, bro, I'm a, you know, live or die on this, you know, because he walked down Izzy the whole time. And when Izzy just didn't have any type of answer for him, you know, he realized, bro, he's like, bro, I'm about to take this man belt, period. So that actually gives me a lot of motivation myself that I can do the same thing at 170 right now. So, yeah, shout out to Sean, new champ.
Obviously, you got some work in at Extreme Couture in the past. Like, was it just cool seeing him get that belt after training with him?
Yeah, but like I said, bro, it just shows and it gives a lot of people motivation when you're able to be surrounded by people like that. You know, I just trained with a world champion. You know, even with Jamal. You know, when I was with him, it's just when you surround yourself with people that have that presence, it's just like, all right, I can do the same thing. I can be involved and get myself in the same spot if necessary.
What other boxes are there for you to tick? You know what I mean? I know you said you're focused more on growing the things outside of the cage, but you've always said, I got these things I want to do. I got these before. What other boxes are there for you to tick?
I was thinking about that today. I'm like, man, all right, I ticked off that box now. What box will be left? I'd probably say maybe the Ultimate Fighter. You know, we're hosting an Ultimate Fighter. I think I'll bring some new, interesting shit to it, you know? So maybe doing something like that. Besides that, it's still the same goal. When I got in this game, I got in here I was a poor kid with nothing, and all I wanted was a home. And so I bought my first home, and me and my girl got in a fight, and she would always kick me out of it because I put the house under her name. And so I always get kicked out of my own home. So then I bought another one. I'm like, all right, all I gotta do is pay this one off. But then somewhere along that journey, I had 3 kids. And so with the 3 kids, I had to get 3 homes to take care of all of them. My gift to them is, hey, this is my gift to you. I ain't got much. I don't make a lot of money, and my dad didn't give me anything. I may not be able to pay for your college and all that stuff and everything, but at least I can do is give you a home that I didn't have. I had to go to 50 different homes, you know, live homeless, be this and that, and do this. You'll never have to worry about someone else taking your home from you. Here's this, it's paid off. You'll always have a spot to stay.
By the way, I'd sign up to watch you and Poirier on Tough.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Poirier got spunk. Yeah, he got it. I'll give it to him.
I feel like Holloway as well. You both take pride in your boxing.
And then, hey, he's got the record for the most amount of hits in his division. I got the record in my division. That'd be a sick-ass fight. Holloway's dope. I got nothing but respect for those type of guys like that. That'd be sick. And then we won't both talk to each other. We're going to talk shit, too, and beat each other up. That's a great-ass fight.
Well, I like it. You know, it's funny because we were looking out here and we saw you and Joe Pyfer meet across. Now we kind of thought, uh-oh, is this going to be a problem right here?
Yeah, if he was Buckley, I would have smacked the shit out of him. But you know, he's very nice. You know, you know, it's hard to be like. When I saw him, I want to be, but you know, he's very nice. So it's hard for you to be. But on Saturday, it's going to be a whole different. He's not going to see that nice guy he just saw. Definitely not.
Is that like a maturing process of you? Like a few years ago, would it not have been?
Oh, yes. A few years ago, you'd never see me talk to somebody. Hell no. Like, you know, I'm trying to go smack the shit out of you. I don't want you to come talk to me, you know, when I'm trying to, you know. But I think it's part of maturity, you know. I know when to calm down, and I know when I'm supposed to pick it up, you know. And also, if you guys watch most of my fight, I always go in the berserk. Let's go. Now, you fuck him up slow. Yes.
I like that. You say he's a nice guy, but let's talk about the opponent. Like, it's different on Saturday night. What do you think about him? I mean, a hard hitter, right? He's got a little bit of hype behind him.
Yes.
What do you think about him as a fighter?
Yeah, I think he's a good fighter. I would never talk down on it. In the UFC, there's no easy fights. You cannot be like, you know, but there's levels to this. Okay, I'm trying to say, I know he's good, but he's never faced anybody like me. He's never faced anybody. He's going to stand there and he's going to realize this is the fucking son of Alhassan Garba. You do not fuck with Alhassan Garba.